Hello to all my wonderful audience members. I am Ari Advire, and welcome to today's stream, where today we're going to be watching Summer Games Fest. Let's go. I am fairly excited. I don't have many things I'm anticipating, but I did make a bingo sheet. So, I'll pull that out. Here's my bingo sheet for Summer Games Fest. Just to quickly go over it, we have Silksong from the Hollow Knight. Sorry. We have Silksong, from the Hollow Knight dev team, Team Cherry. Pretty self-explanatory. This is a pretty anticipated game. So I'm fairly looking forward to it. And I also have Silksong from Team Cherry. It's been a while since we've gotten news from that, so I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting some today. There's some things that are hinting towards it. And then next we have Silksong. So this is a small indie game that is the sequel slash successor to Hollow Knight, which is a 2018 indie game, so I'm looking forward to that. Next is Silksong. There was some like high, insane like stuff that was like put into Steam recently that kind of hints towards Silksong maybe happening soon. So I think it might actually appear here. And then next we have Silksong. So Silksong, Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm really looking forward to Silksong. So I put it on here, and I think that about covers it. So we'll see. I'll keep it out of the way for now. I'll put Hornet there. I'm using Hornet as my bingo sheet marker. So yeah.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards,
Jeff Keighley. Oh my god. Hi, Jeff Keighley.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Woo!
To celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us.
Of course, man.
And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to.
Dante, you are a dumbass.
While we have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you
2 hours. Oh my god.
Dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements.
Man, I hope one of them is Silksong.
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games.
God, crazy that Repo's there.
Beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number 1 with over 13 million units since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these.
Man, I hope that there's another indie creator from Australia that shows up today.
Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game.
Damn.
All from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
The challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So,
that's a hard sell.
Let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers.
Okay, never mind.
Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament.
You can't start with 4 indie developers, man. You can't do that.
Can achieve. Let's take a look.
It'd be funny if, like, every game that he leads into. Is this like Expedition 33? Like, I haven't heard much about it. It'd be funny if he just kept leading into things that kind of sound like Silksong. Bow, 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 bow. Damn, this shit is bloody. Oh shit. Wait, I'm sorry, fucking whatever this game is. I just got my Nintendo Switch 2 delivered. I'll be right back. I'm muting my microphone. Fuck you.
Didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale in-game events.
Yeah, this Fortnite.
Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star
Sorry about that.
laser is charged and
I don't want that sitting on my, like, porch for, like, 2 hours.
Your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
I don't care. I'm like legitimately kind of pissed off that like as soon as I got into like a little bit into Fortnite, like I tried it and I was having fun. Immediately after that, like a week later, they pushed the AI shit. It was really disappointing. I was like, damn, well, fuck.
Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium.
Toby Fox!
We are honored to have him.
God, chat is annoying. I'm closing it. Fuck you.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh shit, Kojima this early. What's up, man? Kinda sounded like he was hyping up a like single developer.
great to see you.
I'm opening this, by the way.
Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here.
So I guess Mario Kart World stream tonight?
So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
There it is.
Well, we hit the pandemic after we released DS1. Everyone experienced the pandemic. So I wanted to show something new, connection, after we...
The legally required Kojima visit, right?
About that when you play this game.
God.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later.
Oh,
this
chat
month,
box
but
is,
right
like,
now, I know
not
you
visible
prepared
for some
a
reason.
special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
I hope Pekara shows up in this. That'd be sick. I did not play Death Stranding 1. I'm literally unboxing my Switch right now. Holy shit, it's there. Welcome.
Over here, please.
Damn, this thing is sleek. Not the game, the Switch. It's pretty big. Hope this one also has multiple toenail removal seeds. That's a thing? What the hell? It's crazy.
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
You made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
I forgot.
The girl.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Stop! Stop! Stop!
That's crazy. Okay, but when's Smash?
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters.
I hope the segment lasts like an hour.
In DS2, it's a very important character, Neil and Lucy. I can't really say because there'll be spoilers, but you saw the cancer mark on both of their hands. So they have this deep connection and reveals throughout the story. And last time on DS1,
I think it would be funny if he just explained the entire plot.
and of course by story, you know, he will not be in DS2. But this time, Neil will be like playing like the role that Mats did for DS2 this time. And Cliff was a very popular character, but I think we have to kind of like top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think it was great. He did.
I wonder who's playing the role of Kojima in the English dub of this.
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. that's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーン
Yes, I'll show you the gameplay scene
見
with
に
you.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy what we do on Sunday too.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr.
Kojima.
Thank you. All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Woo, Lucy!
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in weapons combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles.
Epic
as
scale
narrated by
battles.
actor Tom Hardy.
I'm hard. What?
Shalt not kill. So the
Okay.
priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I saw
God. I love realism video games. They're so cool and awesome, and definitely not all blend together.
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption.
Maybe I'm too, like, indie game pilled for events like this.
But some paths, once taken,
Show me any interesting art style, and I will literally cry tears of joy.
I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
No.
But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval. That is such... I don't mean to rag on games or anything, but that is such a generic title.
Cool new project in a brutal European medieval world.
Never seen
Now
that
it's
before.
time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic
I love it when
franchise.
Jeff
Cross
talks
Worlds
about
brings
Sonic.
other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic
I don't know
Racing,
why, but it just seems like he has like a quiet disdain for it sometimes.
GF for the first time.
I hope they reveal SpongeBob in this. I really wanted to like, or look forward to this game. But every time I see stuff from it, I feel like it just gets kind of worse for me. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't know. I've never been a huge Sonic Racing fan, though, to be fair. Like, I've played two of the... Hatsune Miku! Holy shit. Never mind, it's peak. I need this now. The Joker. I think it would be funny if they don't reveal SpongeBob. Even though that's the one that leaked. That's crazy. Those ones didn't really I mean, someone mentioned Miku, I think, but they didn't like leak. That's crazy.
Coming in September, but that is not all.
What?
I'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
What? Oh, hi. I hope they start fighting on stage.
I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation.
I wonder if we'll get a peek at the next, like, Sonic game.
By Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So, you can race against all of your...
Yeah, we're on PS4, Steam, and whatever.
Lastly, I have one more thing.
I guess that's a gotcha. Like, yeah, we aren't exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. You should have been like, we aren't... Oh, hi, Steve from Minecraft. This is such a weird collab.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want.
That was really good. That was
Next,
really
we're
funny.
excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
Okay. Yeah, it looks... I don't know. I don't think the gameplay of Cross Worlds looks particularly interesting, and the crossover stuff, like... I guess it kind of fits the theme, but it's a bit weird. Because, like, you'd think that if they had the crossovers, it would be like an All-Stars game.
It heals.
I'll buy it if they bring back Heavy TF2 and put him back in the game.
For our world, it promises only oblivion.
Oblivion.
Our hopes lost long ago. But you...
Dude, you were way too late on reaching your hand out there, man. You were way too late. It's really weird how realistic everything is except their faces.
Could you undo the sins of ruin?
Like, man, just make it a cool fucking art style otherwise. Make it anime. That'd be sick as hell.
Or maybe the next. You'll find...
I need someone to make like a Hoyoverse game, but without the gacha stuff and also the other issues with the company. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. I didn't get as much sleep last night as I was hoping. I'm not too tired, but my body is a little tired, I think. Mentally, I'm like here, though. I thought that said Elden Ring for a second. I was like, again? Code Vein 2. Alright. Cool. Oh man, I love Epic Games. I'm so excited. Is this that one fucking game that was like kind of cool looking? I forget if it was Epic Games published. I don't think so. Like the creator of God, what was it? The Last Guardian, I think. Kind of giving Little Nightmares. Definitely not Little Nightmares. Kind of like looks inspired by it a little bit though. This looks pretty decent. I really like Little Nightmares. It's the only other thing in my thumbnail. So I'm down for some like kind of Little Nightmares inspired stuff. Little Nightmares if 6 had a fucking gun. End of Abyss. Cool.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire.
Oh.
First-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game.
Damn, I didn't expect to see this here.
Familiar voice.
Familiar voice.
Something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
This game looks pretty fun.
Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save it.
I remember like seeing like this years ago when it was like in very proto form. We'll see how far it's come. Troy Baker.
Here we go.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Oh, Harry Potter. Game of Thrones. I think that's Game of Thrones. I never watched it.
How the game is played.
I don't know, man. The Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. Is that what you're talking about? Do Game of Thrones games do good? There's like been a few of them, right? I feel like people kind of like stopped talking about Game of Thrones after like the abysmal ending. I heard that the spin-off might have been good. I don't know.
Is your legacy.
Not too interested though. I'm just not a huge like fantasy person, especially like medieval fantasy. Kind of just doesn't do it for me.
Who wins?
I keep looking at my Switch too. It's like calling to me like the Green Goblin mask. Like plug me in. Play Mario Kart. Oh my god, is he okay? Bunch of freaks. No gameplay. I hope it's just like Raid Shadow Legends gameplay. I think that would be sick.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
Interesting combo. I fucking love realism.
One could count 1,000,000,000,000 suns in the known universe.
At least it's like kind of cool space shit.
Intelligent beings. It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us.
Okay, this has a little sauce to it.
Yet for this.
Oh, I like the robot designs.
The dawn of a
What?
The era of
Oh shit! Atomic Heart. I have not played Atomic Heart. That's crazy. I'm gonna get fucking DMCA'd! I'm gonna mute. No, whatever. I'm not even monetized, it's fine. Go, there's no time I need to speak over it. I don't know, this looks pretty fun. But like, I don't know what the contestants on the original Atomic Heart is. I think it was good, but I mostly remember it just because people like really wanted the robots, I think. But the robots weren't that hot, in my opinion. Oh my god. I think people will go crazy over this. I really like the designs of like the vehicles and stuff. Like this is super fun. Interesting. Cool. IEU.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is an
I remember outside of people wanting the robots, people thought it was kind of a nothing burger. Yeah. A spiritual successor?
This time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom.
Okay.
That, believe it or not, is not all from Mundfish today.
Why, if it's a spiritual successor, why is it called Atomic Heart 2?
Is it recording?
We made real robots for you to fly.
A giant cube.
No, I think you're right. I think it is that game.
Barely believe it myself.
It's Minecraft.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
What are these armor, man, what are these armors for these? Why do they have, like, nipples on the outside of the armor? Such a blatant, like, you want to fuck the robots, don't you? You want these women. It's so, like, sexy to be sexy that it isn't even sexy anymore. I'm sorry. Wow, that's so cool.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Mundfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube. You can see there.
Fucking
the
sure.
edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe.
Oh, I love that universe.
Beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet.
Cowards didn't treat the old lady the same. I can't believe I don't want to feel the guilt. Yeah, the old lady is, like, not at all sexualized. God. I feel like when people, like, try to make games, like, super hot, it's just, like, I don't know, I just get bored. I'm just, like, it's so obviously a pandering. None of the men are sexualized like that, man. Messed up. Sick. I do not like fighters. Oh my god! Ace Attorney! Not enough.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs and jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
Cool. I don't know the significance of this, I think.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom.
Cool.
Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know
Silksong?
I love my puppets. And this next project is what I've been tracking for a few years. As a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Have I seen this before? This sounds familiar. I don't think so, never mind.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you got yourself killed!
This is pretty fun.
Alright, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got.
Oh, the puppet swear. Oh, that's really funny.
If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
This is the kind of shit that we should be using, like, Unreal 5 for. Like, really realistic cloth sim for puppets. It looks really good. Like, damn.
Boy. Eat red, crap, burn toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat it.
Oh, shit. This is awesome. Wait. Wait, his writing is fire? Is it like Punch-Out? Kinda seems like it. Hell yeah. This looks fun. Sand Studios? Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs.
Inside you, there's two wolves. One is actually a ram.
Where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone, and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light, Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up.
Interesting.
Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents. Poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
That was Killer in, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait.
2021.
I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to show
I have
you
never
the trailer
heard of this
which will
before.
tell you about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Happy for the team for finally getting it out. 4 years since launch is rough. Or announcement. Thank God there's no games that I'm waiting for that have waited that long between announcement and release, right?
Settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
Resourceful friends.
Here, you are in control.
Yum. Are they okay? I'll wait. October 30th.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the
Dune
world
fans.
of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO.
I think this was already
genres
announced.
with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th.
Wow.
You can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
I need to watch Dune. And Dune 2. I've heard they're very good. I love sand. I do like those, like, flying things. Oh my god, it's the thing from Star Wars. Sorry. Halo! I'm not sorry for that one. No remorse. I feel like maybe I'd know the significance of these things a little bit more if I had watched the movies. It makes sense. It looks kind of fun. I'm not like super into MMOs though. Also, there's so many. Yeah, this is Dune. There's so many like trailers with next to no gameplay footage. Like there's probably been like 2 shots in this that have been gameplay footage. 3 shots. That's probably in engine, but it'd be nice to like know what makes them fun. I guess there's not that much of a point though, since it's already like available to play, so you could just go watch gameplay footage, but
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
consumed by the void. I love realism and fantasy shit. Oh my god, it's so peak.
Try as I might to curb their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Doom. At least this one is pretty colorful. I'll give him that.
Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey awaits.
Cool. Chrono Odyssey.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial.
Is this Hoyo?
The true lead of the story has yet to emerge.
I feel like there's like a million realism fantasy titles. Are they like popular? I'd imagine so if there's so many of them, but I've never met someone who's like been like, oh yeah, I love fucking
Just as he once came to
Medieval Odyssey or whatever, the video game. That was my game of the year.
What happened while I was out? So I
See, this is nice looking.
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I hope it's not Hoyo.
I never doubted.
If it's Hoyo, I crash out and cry.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Hey, it's not. Nice.
A rat in the vessel.
Oh, this one. I think I've seen this one before. This one's been in like a lot of game ones. This one looks really interesting. I love the art style in this one. It looks kind of like gameplay wise a bit like Hollow Knight. Mio, yeah. I should wishlist that. That one looks really good.
That's Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now.
But speaking of
What you're
Metroidvanias,
about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm on it.
I think I've heard this one. Heard of this one. I can speak. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, goddamn. For 2. This looks really interesting. Cool. Only on Epic Games. Boo.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Cool.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here. My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes
Bye-bye.
he's feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Bye-bye.
Teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
Bye-bye.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to
Enzo!
We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Sorry, I wish I had more to say, but again, it's just like, wow!
Loyalty is everything.
We do not always.
Another cinematic trailer for a realism video game? Insane.
And who are you, Enzo?
Wow, that was so sick.
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a
That was
friends pass,
funny.
just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Split Fiction, what? Ooh! Oh, this is cute. I love that it actually uses Lego pieces. Really unique for a Lego game. Not using minifigures? Damn. This is sick, actually. Train! That's sick. I like that.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
Interesting. A Nicktoons game?
A great evil would emerge.
I wasn't a huge Nick kid, so I don't have like the nostalgia that some other people do.
Powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers be able to?
Oh. Okay. Something feels a little off. That's it? Okay.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy.
Oh, Liza
P. Overture
P,
is
yeah.
a DLC expansion to Liza P that transports players back in time with new characters,
Who up lying the AP?
opposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Hi, SpongeBob. Liza P was like pretty good, right? I think. Why are you blue? Ugh, Jesus. I like the creature design. Liza P is like ingrained in my brain because I think they just had a trailer that was just like a million rats. If I'm not mistaken. There's just so many rats. Today, damn, Shadow Drop.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh shit, Serenity Forge.
A few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club
What?
Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this.
Is this finally fucking Project Libitina? Oh. I don't think so. I don't think this is it, chat. I don't think this is Project Libitina.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be.
That'd be crazy though if this was like what Salvato was working on. Like, no wonder it took so long. Goddamn. What happened to Project Libitina? 2018, my ass.
Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers.
Luckily, there's so little known about Project Libitina, I'm not like, oh my god, I need it. So. Why is this why did they say related to Doki Doki? Why did they say what? Fractured blooms.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I feed.
Looks a little interesting. Cool. Definitely not Salvato attached to it though.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe.
But
Let's
why?
take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
New Warlock class coming soon. I don't know why, but that's a funny line to open. Oh, it's because it was that short. Okay. It was like strange opening for that trailer. But it was like 2 seconds long, so. Wait, unless it isn't? Is this more of it, or is this a different game? I don't know. That's a different game. I love shooting animals with guns. That's what I want to do in a video game. I really wish they spread out like the realism games and then the stylized games a bit more, because they kind of like pack a bunch of stylized games in together, and then all the realism games are also packed together. So like if they just like alternated them, I feel like it would be easier to remember like what games were shown, because otherwise they kind of just blend a bit together. What? Hi. What are you doing here? Are these One Punch Man characters, or is it just like a cameo, or is this like a One Punch Man game? Oh, okay, it is. It is a collab. Nice. That caught me so off guard. I was just like, holy shit. Dragon Quest? Look like Dragon Quest. Is this... It really looks like Dragon Quest. Is this like a Dragon Quest game, but like not a mainline title? That's kind of the vibe I get. Unless it's just like same art style, same team, I guess. That guy is cool. I like the large creature. No, don't kill the large creature. This looks pretty cool. I've never dabbled in Dragon Quest before. But I've always liked the art style, so this is pretty sick. If it is a completely separate universe, hell, that's awesome. I wish we saw a bit of the gameplay itself. I guess we don't know. Have to look into it. It really looks like Dragon. Oh, Witcher? Oh, okay. Showreel?
5.6 is available today. This is a technological showcase set in the world.
Oh, a trailer for a showcase. Okay.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to
Squid Game.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Star Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
We are about an hour in now, so... This is the halfway mark, I'm guessing?
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos.
Within this chaos.
To help life find a way.
Cool.
I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Oh shit, Shovel
10
Knight.
years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Dot Club Games. I still haven't played Shovel Knight. I really need to get to that at some point. Halloween. Train. Mina the Hollower. Cool.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah.
What?
Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means three things. Number one, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And three,
What is this?
you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silksong trailer.
What?
You can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably.
Fucking Silksong mention. Jesus Christ. You better.
All right, let's take a look.
You better show it now. Good lord.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
I like had my heart like skip a beat when Silksong was mentioned. I can't believe Deadpool acknowledged Silksong.
Stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder.
If it doesn't show up, that is evil.
The elderly and this fucking thing with hip hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell?
What the hell?
Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries?
He sounds so off for some reason.
Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
I will never play that, but cool. Okay, now show us Silksong.
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Next
Yeah.
year last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination
Damn you.
of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror.
That makes me a little more confident, but also like, God.
Release date.
Just injected into my veins, Jeff Keighley.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Whoa, freaky. Excuse me.
I don't care how high his walls are, or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took for me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Cool. I've never played a Dying Light game. Oh my god. Crowbar.
And fucking kill him.
Whoa. Don't say that.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence.
Oh, Silksong.
Nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Ooh.
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
Like at any time that a game shows any art style, I'm like, oh my god. Ah, the frame skipping is sick.
Mom, who is it? One moment. It's the pigs, darling. Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive.
This looks pretty good. I really like the art style.
Before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself.
Soon.
Nothing but the hits.
Looks pretty good.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you
What is this?
until your last fleeting moment?
I feel like I recognize this, but maybe not.
Days are sealed. There is no escaping them.
I like the character design.
That is why we must end you. Right here and
Oh.
On your guard.
Sorry. I'm not a fan of like top-down games like this. This has happened before when I'm watching like a game reveal and then like all of a sudden like it's just like, oh. Doesn't look bad though. I really like the art. It's like a sort of like Hades. And I liked Hades a decent amount. I'm not like in love with it, but I enjoyed Hades from what I played of it. It was fun.
we fight for a future filled with hope.
Fight for a future. Cool.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I probably won't pick it up, but
Global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung,
Silksong.
Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
just needs a wall. The hunt
I have a lot of respect for like single developers or like small teams like this. I like how colorful it is. Even within like the slightly more realistic environments, it has a lot of flair. Is that a Wilhelm scream? Cool.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
A decade. Oh shit. Scott Pilgrim? No way, right? No. Sorry, I don't know why my mind went to that. I was just like, beat him. Wait, no, it is Scott Pilgrim! Never mind. I doubted myself. I shouldn't have doubted myself. That's sick. I played a bit of the first game and it was good for what it was. I'm just not a huge fan of beat 'em ups, but hell yeah. Looks a bit inspired by the Netflix show also. The Netflix show is really good. I really liked it. That's crazy. I knew at the moment they said vegans. Or was that Mario? Nice.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley.
Nice.
We're going to be right back, but first we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there.
Oh, you.
Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Yay, Capcom sale. Oh my goodness gracious.
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard.
I think I remember thinking this game was like, I don't know, has this been announced?
A glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder. Scum.
Is he okay? What the fuck?
Your hard just got harder.
Games if they were fucking awesome.
What are you doing here? Come with me.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens speed on.
He said we'll be right back, so like, are these games part of the show, or are they just showing trailers? I don't know.
That's been buried down deep. Feels like it's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe
Charlie?
maybe this is the real me.
Is he okay?
You were a good soldier.
I still can't get over that fucking Silksong mention.
I don't want any part of your future. It's activating.
Oh, okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week, This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
It'd be funny if it wasn't Bond. It's just some guy. I've never played a Hitman game somehow.
Is the elusive shadow banker known
I should
only
do that
as
sometime.
Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarch
I don't know who that is.
in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the casino.
The VIP room.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
There's two of them now?
007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Woo!
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Dude, you gotta watch out. 007 is crazy. You
I've
gotta,
had a deep love for this character. It's
you gotta get out of
means
there.
a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of the Schiffer once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very
They
different
said the
creative
thing.
ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak.
Damn.
Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
That's
For
cool.
30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007.
For only 30 days? What?
Amazing. All right, well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer
Limited
Game Fest.
time
Appreciate it,
event.
guys.
Fuck you.
Thanks so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year. That will delight
Silksong.
Lego fans made with over 1 million Lego bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for Lego Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
Crazy how, like, Lego's been kind of doing games again. They stopped for a long time.
It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
Imagine Mario Party if it was awesome.
More like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Ninjago.
Anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in Lego Party!
Looks pretty decent. I like the art style.
Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Danger. Reactor overload.
I have so much to say about this, sorry. It's really warm in my room. Not related to this trailer, I'd just say.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying.
I like how colorful this is.
Is that the
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more.
Yeah, there's a lot of co-op games
right
this year.
after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Oh, Blighted, like Dead by Daylight?
This decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a
This doesn't look 3D. Jeff, this doesn't look 3D. Or I guess Jeff didn't say that.
and pass their knowledge to future generations, until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see. Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
That's what I'm hoping. Blighted. I almost said the same joke I just said.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Team Clout. Damn freaky. Sorry, my commentary skills are like dying right now for some reason. I need to lock in. What do I commentate about? Snow. Snow is awesome. Ill. I'll cry. Hell yeah, kick the baby.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over
I thought that was the game we just saw, and I was like, where was that? What the hell?
This game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial.
It's crazy how, like, I always forget how much Summer Games Fest, like, focuses on the actual games more than, like,
Here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the
the Game Awards. I need to hear that shit about Silksong. Indie game studio from Sydney, Australia. Yes, it's finally happening. Silksong. Deadpool can't stop us this time. Boom, boom. And now I see mechs, I just get reminded that I need to play Titanfall. I have it. Titanfall 2 specifically, I should say. I should play that on stream sometime. Jeff, I need you to give me something exciting. My juices are running low. This is like kind of cool, but like, again, no gameplay, man. Show me. If it's coming out like next month, show me more gameplay, Jesus.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
I do like me some shrinked people.
Mechanicals approaching.
What? Ants?
We must now face a stark reality.
Oh.
The industrial civilization we were expecting to join.
I like that vehicle design.
Is no more.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Show me some gameplay.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
A way out? Cool.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise.
Hmm?
I think we all know very well.
2026.
Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, what? Resident Evil. Is it a new one or is it another remake? You aren't new, you're old.
To you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするので間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Thanks, man.
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
Oh boy.
Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
So vague. It's Silksong.
Let's rumble.
That guy's fucking face. This Street Fighter? What? I don't know why that's what my mind went to. I don't think it is. Well, maybe. I don't know Street Fighter well enough to make a judgment call. This is an awesome trailer though.
The
Hell yeah. Slay. What is this? It is Street Fighter, what the fuck? Okay, well, weird ass trailer, but hell yeah. Why not? Cool. Hello. Boom. Is this like a multiplayer shooter? Parker Spencer. I like the art style. That's like a capture the flag? That's cool. This genuinely looks pretty damn fun. Not a huge multiplayer shooter game, but hey, adding the capture the flag element is pretty cool. Is that guy okay?
Wishlist now.
Cool.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi Wuchang.
Cool.
Which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Oh, God.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends. What will it take to finally awaken you?
Wow. Brass lion. Find them. Ghostface Killer. I don't know. That kind of looks like the lesbian flag. Happy Pride Month. I like the art style, damn. Cool.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion
I still
Entertainment.
cannot get over Deadpool mentioning Silksong.
2, which has new updates including player housing and
Yay, I'm so excited.
to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me.
So true.
My story.
My story is yours.
Start your story today. I'm good, but thanks. One store, 4 platforms. This also screams like Hoyo. I don't know if it is, but it really feels like it. Closed beta tester. It's not. It just looks like it. At least the music is banging. Marvel Rivals and Silksong. Oh. Cool. Ooh, Nintendo Switch game. Oh, okay. We already know about this. It's crazy how good it looks on Switch.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
I don't think I've heard of this one. I like the look of it though. Me too, man.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
Ha 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 ha. I get it. Is bro okay?
Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
Man, this combat looks pretty fun. The fart sound effect.
Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
Cool.
You still look a little unwell.
Oh, I get it. Splitgate.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Cool. Is that it? Just like, see ya. Yep, okay, cool. I never played Splitgate, but I know some people that did. Ugh. The movement tech looks pretty fun as well. Cool. Splitgate 2. Hey, Jeff.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
We're getting close to the end here. Please, Jeff. Jeff Keighley, save me, Jeff Keighley. $1943. Again, I really like the colors on this, damn. Did we see this before? I feel like I recognize this from somewhere. I think I'm thinking of, like, Yakuza game. I don't know if this is that. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but... Yakuza.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Project Sentry. Stranger Than Heaven. Cool. That looks pretty good.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Sentry set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way.
Interesting.
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And
Unless
there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed. We are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Yep. Damn. Really? Damn. Fuck. Damn. Real? I was so sure, man. That sucks. What even is this?
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
I cannot pin down what this is.
This is about the report you asked for yesterday. It'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
What is this?
Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Ooh.
Strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
It'd be really nice to know what the developer is.
Everyone's gone.
Wait, what? What? Resident Evil? Those lying bastards. Those lying bastards! They were like, you gotta wait a bit longer. You. Okay, that's cool. But like, why? They did the fake out shit. What the hell was that? That's so stupid. That's awesome.
Resident Evil Requiem.
That's awesome, but what?
This August at Gamescom, we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026.
Cool.
Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right. That's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job.
That was a cool announcement, but damn.
Very top secret.
No,
Much
Silksong.
more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend.
I was really sure as well, like,
including the Xbox Game Showcase on Sunday, and stay tuned online to see coverage of many
maybe
of the
Xbox Showcase, I don't know.
That's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you,
Okay.
Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for Summer Game Fest.
There were a couple of games in there that I'm, like, interested in, but nothing that absolutely blew me away, and especially the second half, I was just like, I don't know. Damn. What the hell is Team Cherry cooking then? I don't know. Well. Fucking. What the hell? What was that? Anyways, I didn't get it. I didn't get bingo. Unfortunately. Okay. I guess that's it. I don't really have any afterthoughts because I'm just like, okay. Probably Mario Kart stream later tonight. So, yeah. Goodbye. I guess. Goodbye.